Alright, let's try this again. How's it going, guys? Pete Large Cover Structures, you guys know that already. But, so, did an hour and a half long video and yada yada yada. I had a shelf unit that I brought up in here, put part of it together, put one of the shelves on it, and put this enclosure here, which I'll explain what this is here in a minute. Tried fitting it onto the shelf while I was putting it together. This enclosure is 1/8 of an inch, just a little bit over 1/8 of an inch, like a smidge. Too big for the shelf unit. Shelf unit's 48 by 24 by however high I want to make the shelf, because it is fully adjustable, which sucks because it's a nice shelf unit, and it cost me 134 bucks. But it doesn't work, so it's going to go back, and I will try and find something a little bit better. Thought that one would work. I measured out everything and it seemed to look okay, but I did not have the exact, and I mean exact measurements of this enclosure. It's 48 inches. It is 48 inches, but it's a 48 inches and like a smidge over. Where's my tape measure? There it is. So just in case you get these enclosures, like I said, I'll explain what they are here in a minute. This is 48 inches and 1/8 wide, or long. The shelves that I have were exactly 48 inches long, so it wouldn't fit. It is what it is. But, so, you know, I'll find a shelf unit here eventually. So though it'll have to go back. I'm gonna make sure I got all the parts for it too. Alright. I'll keep finding stuff. So these will have to go back with it, as will these here. So put these off to the side here so I know, along with the instructions. So that didn't work. Put the shelf unit together, had it sitting on the floor, tried to get it to work. It didn't work that way either. I didn't like the way it was sitting. So I brought back in the stand that Bjorn's cage was on. So I'm still trying to get it to sit right where I want it to be. There. That works better. Okay. So the stand itself is a bit smaller, a bit narrower than the enclosure. So it's 18 inches, the enclosure is 20 inches. So I got like 2 inches front in the back and 2 inches in the front that's kind of hanging over. Not a big deal, which helps out because of the heat tape that I'm using. I did buy 2 pieces of heat tape from Reptile Basics. They're pre-cut. They've got 2-sided tape on them, and I already have one stuck to the bottom of this enclosure. And what this enclosure is, instructions here. It's a New Age Pet 48-inch Mojave Reptile Lounge. This is in the, I don't know what color this is. They have it in gray and in this color. So I don't have the box up here to look at the coloring. I do have the instruction book in here. Yeah, doesn't say. It says Mojave Reptile Lounge. So I bought 2 of them. I like the fact that the doors are glass and they do lock. Yeah, there's the lock. They lock with this little piece here. It comes with it. It's a little black. It's not a key. You just take this little thing and slide it right into the lock here. After I mess with it a little bit, there. I've been moving it around a bit, so it's kind of there. Kind of been moved around, banged up a little bit. Not really banged up, but I've been moving it up and down, so that locks the doors pretty well. So they're nice and locked. So I don't have to worry about Bjorn or anybody getting out. In fact, Bjorn's going to be going in there. I'm going to move you guys down just a smidge so you guys can see what's going on here. So here it is. Now it does come with a screen top, but I'll show you what I'm going to do about that here in a little bit when I get to that part of the build. Get out of here, fly. Damn it, the fly's in here. Fly into the fly strip, please. So we're going to go ahead and get going on this, and we'll put it all together, and you guys will see what you have to do to get this going. I thought about sealing the interior. I'm not going to do that. If I have to seal it later on, I will. Of course. It's just sitting here thinking, man, I'm starting to get sweaty. But I'm not going to seal it this time. If I have to seal it later on, I will. I'll clean it out really, really good. And I do have some aquarium sealant that I've had forever. still good, but I will seal the bottom of the enclosure for any water that gets out. What I'm going to be using is coconut, and Bjorn doesn't spill his water bowl. I got a new water bowl for Freya. You guys saw that in the other video. I think you guys saw that in the other video. I can't remember if I put that on YouTube or put that on Patreon. I think I put it on YouTube. But so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do some building here. And there's the bottom of this. Almost dropped that. So as you see, it's kind of concave. So I am actually going to put the heat tape on the one side of this. I'll probably do it up here. It doesn't really matter which side's front or back on this, because I have to affix the probe for the thermostat on here now. So here's the piece of heat tape that I got. It is 18 by 22. It fits perfectly one way. That makes sense. It fits perfectly this way on this enclosure. So what I'm going to end up having to do is may have to notch out a little hole for this heat tape here, or place a couple of popsicle sticks on there to raise the bottom of this up so it's not laying on the cord. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up here really quick, get this twisty tie off. There. Throw it on the floor, because the floor right now is a mess. You guys can't see that on the camera, but it is a disaster in here right now. So I will clean everything up promptly once I get this enclosure finished. So this is the heat tape that I'm going to use for this. Let me see what I got going on here. Where do I want to put this? I'm going to put this like right here. Yeah. So what I did with the last one, I kind of peeled the heat tape off one side like that. What I'm going to do is grab the probe for my thermostat, which I have an Enclosures thermostat here. It's a 600 watt thermostat with a 90 foot damn cord for the probe and everything, which is not really that long, but it seems like it. So, and everything's already attached to the thermostat. This is a 600 watt. It should be more than enough to run this enclosure for both these enclosures. I think it averaged out to like 90 watts or something like that for the heat tape. Something like that, yeah. So we're going to end up putting this on here. I'm going to set this over here to the side for now. There, stay there. I will have to go dig out my one of my power strips for this. I thought I had one in here, but I don't. There's another one in here. So I will go grab one from the other room there. I do have one of my Enclosures ones. Not Enclosures, but my it's a timer one, but it has constant on plugs on it, so we'll use that one. Get that done. It's got some sticky stuff on it from me using it the last one. So we're going to stick that right there for now. So hold it. So we're going to peel off some heat tape. Peel off the tape here real fast. So I'm going to do this easily, carefully now, because this stuff is very sticky. I found that out doing the last piece of heat tape. So now we're going to do this piece here. Now this is where I'm going to stick my thermostat probe. Right here on the center one, without dropping this on the floor. You take this, run it up through here, and just kind of stick it right there. And that should be good. It should read the temperature nicely, and I don't have to worry about, you know, getting some false readings on that. Problem is, peeling the rest of this tape off is kind of a pain. There it is. Got that one. There. Put it on the floor for now. I can pick it up later. Get this one off. Maybe. There it is. Yeah, I don't know what kind of double-sided tape they're using, but it's freaking amazing. So yeah. This is the stuff that they make for their Reptile Basics makes for their enclosures, for their reptile enclosures. It's already pre-made, pre-cut. You just grab it and go. So, I'm carefully going to take this now. Try and do this very easily and carefully. you guys can see that okay. You can see some of it. Just slowly work my way down. Sticky, sticky. Alright. That should work real well. Like I said though, I may need to notch out a little spot for my cords, which I might end up having to do here. I'm not quite exactly sure yet how I'm going to do it, because they are going to be laying like right here. If I had a little notch here, that'd be perfect, but I don't. So I may end up sticking a couple of popsicle sticks underneath that to prop it up off the ground. Yeah, to prop it up away from that. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So next up, we're going to get some build music going, and yeah, I'm going to get going on this and get it done. Kids are downstairs barking because the door's open, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit anyway. All right, guys, got them completed, got them done, got them wiped out. Got the thermostat hooked up, it's running. Got it set at 88 on dimming, so it's rolling, rocking and rolling. I have to rearrange everything back to at it because the room's still a disaster. But what I'm gonna do now is grab my tub of pepper chip and start filling these up. See how much it takes to fill one of these up. Luckily I have another whole block in case I need it. Spread this out a bit. Quite a bit. There's quite a large lip here, or side here, for the enclosures. So you can fit quite a bit of coconut in here. So if you have an animal that likes to dig and burrow, it would be perfect for that. Alright, some thicker. So I have coconut about right to there. I think that should be plenty. So we're going to leave that sit. This will be Freya's. It's going to be Freya's enclosure right here. So we're going to close that up. Put the lock back on it. Let the humidity and the heat tape do its thing. There. So that's not going to open. Now we're going to fill up Bjorn's cage. Bjorn's been sitting patiently and being a very good boy. I'm having a tub next to the camera. Go ahead and hurry up and get his ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna have to get that other block ready to rock. So I'm going to have to start on that other block I have. Get that going. That'll take a few minutes to soak up some water. Let me grab that really quickly. Reach over here, grab it. There we are. And it's about time to go feed the pups too, so while this is soaking up water, we'll talk about the enclosure real quick. So why did I go with these enclosures? Well, mainly because they're available, readily available, they're cheap. These two cost me $400, a little over $400. And you can get them at Lowe's. I think it was Lowe's. Lowe's or Menards, I can't remember. I got these off of Amazon. And of course the bag's got a hole in it. Alright, so what we're going to do is go ahead and pull this out of the bag and let it sit on the bottom of the bag here. Because these two bags I got had holes in them, not a big deal. There's ways around that. I have dealt with that before. So I just put the water in the tub, put it at an angle, and the block will soak up the water. Let that sit for a few minutes and let it soak up some water. So yeah. As far as the setup for these goes, it wasn't too terrible. I did that one, but this one, I mean, that was only the second time I'd ever done it. It comes with all the tools and stuff that you'll need. Pull this out of here. Then you had an extra screw for each one of these. So it comes with 2 of these screw bolt things for these screws, which are slotted. So you just stick that on and tighten them up. So that they're all plastic. No metal on the enclosure other than your block, and your track I think is a hard plastic. It could be metal as well, but it feels like a plastic, not a traction metal. So the traction metal and your block is metal as well. Normally I let this stuff sit for a couple hours at least and soak up some water. But I'm in need of some coconut. I'm going to get this enclosure done. I've been up here for 7 hours today. And then I can get Bjorn over here and let him explore his new digs. Couple more of these and we'll be good to go. So bear with me just for a minute, guys. I'll do this. Yeah, these hold a lot of coconut, man. Almost hold a whole block apiece. Impressive. It's impressive. So that's the glass vibrating. Just curious to what was moving. So Bjorn's got about the same amount as Freya does. Water on the stuff here and let it soak it up. Soak all that up and we should be good to go. Put that in there, so that's good. Now I'm gonna get my good boy, very patient boy, out of this tub here and put him over here in the new enclosure. After I get him some fresh water, that is. Here's his bowl. Set that in here. Randomly set it in there. I'm not gonna put his hide in there anymore because he really shouldn't really need it because it's covered there. The enclosure is kind of, it's not glass anymore, so he shouldn't really need a hide anymore, right? He still used it occasionally, but yeah. And I got these because I don't think he's going to be able to get out of here. He never tried to really get out of the glass enclosure either. Hey there, big guy. You've been very good. Daddy's a little tired. Daddy's running out of gas. That's what it is. So come here. I'm actually going to just let him pull the whole tub down. I'm going to pull him out of here. There it is. That wasn't what I expected to happen. But we're gonna let him crawl in here. Here, buddy, go on. Now go in. There you go. See how much easier that is to get him in to go in here and into the aquarium. And cheers, buddy. This is all new for you. Nice big. Has a little bit more floor space than the aquarium does. So, whew. As far as Freya's our enclosure goes, we're gonna let it run for a little while and get her in maybe tomorrow. I want to get him in here mainly because he's been cramped up in that tub all day. He should enjoy that quite a bit. I'm sure they'll work. The locks will work their way in and whatnot. Still a little stiff, but so yeah, here's this. I'll set this back out of the hallway. I mean, he spent the entire weekend at the reptile shows in this tub. He has not complained at all. It is big enough for him to kind of stretch out and whatnot. So, but this should be a fun enclosure for him. It's made out of PVC recycled material stuff. It's not all PVC, if I'm being correct on that. So it's got vents here. It's got 8 vents on each side, 10 vents on each side. I'm sorry, and of course the mesh top. So if you have a bearded dragon or anything that needs a low humidity, these are perfect. Anything with a high humidity, like my boy here, it's also perfect for him. Just gotta make some adjustments to it. Improvise. Just some improvisation to get it to work properly. But his aquarium is now going to be, I think, available eventually. So bear with me on that. I don't know how much I'm going to charge for it yet. I was going to sell it with the stand, of course, but I'm using the stand still because the shoving unit didn't work. But I'm dying. I'm sweating my butt off. I'm running out of gas. Been going non-stop all morning, trying to clean stuff and get stuff changed over. So I'm gonna jump off of here, hit Patreon for a few, and then it's time to go feed the pups. And then I can relax for a little while. But if you have any questions, guys, I know I didn't go into too much detail on these. We're gonna see how the heat tape works. I'll keep checking it periodically. It should be working. Should be working okay. The thermostat shows the probe's working. It's heating up or setting at 88. It'll hit 89. Shut off. So that tells me the probe's working on this piece of heat tape here, and then this piece should be working. I should be able to. Over here, it's covered, so not a big deal. The edge of it's covered up, but yeah, they're pretty big, man. Bigger than what I expected. Now I may eventually put some strip lighting in here or something, you know, to give it a little bit more, hey, look at me factor. But yeah, until then, last but not least, I'm going to check on my new babies, the hatchlings, see if any of them are shut out yet. They're not going to get set up until tomorrow, probably, if they have. Let me show you this. Check you guys right here. I see one shed. Yeah, one shed. 2 maybe? No. It's just one. There's one little shed in here. I'm going to toss that out. Looks like it was a banana that shut off first. So yeah. Looking awesome. You guys should all shut out by tomorrow or the next day. And then we'll get them all set up in new tubs. And then try and get their first meal on them a couple days after. So yeah. There's that. Alright. So that's all for today, guys. probably be posted on Monday. I'm exhausted and tired. Yeah, my shoulder's hurting. So then we'll take some aspirins and feed the pups and show. But until next time, guys, I'll see all of you next video. Bye.